Guys, I think we're a little bit deeper than just YouTube um, right now. Uh, I upgraded the software, you guys know. The more I keep working with you all, I want to bring new experiences. So, anyways, the software Ecamm Live that I utilize, we're in the beta version of this thing, and I believe they're finally allowing us to stream to multiple platforms. So I think I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the whole nine right now, which is pretty damn dope. That's what I'm talking about. But anyways, in the meantime, if you are here on YouTube, y'all know what it is. I need y'all to share this bad boy out, like, comment, do it all. Most importantly, let us know who you are, where you from down there in the comments, because this is always a networking opportunity when we go live. So we want to know all about you because somebody could potentially work with you doing these government contracting. And we're going to be talking about hiring employees today. Okay, employees hiring is usually a touchy subject, especially when just getting started out. Maybe you haven't fathomed hiring all of these people. You just been a one-man stop, one-woman stop. So things are going to change now because you got to bring on people. So that's what we're going to be diving into today. Hopefully you guys get ready for this. Don't be scared to ask no question, okay? If you do have a question, and I'll repeat this throughout the live. If you have a question, make sure you put a Q followed by a dash and then ask your question. So as I'm going back through this, I can see your questions because I do like to get interactive in our chat. So it will move a lot as well as you guys should be networking inside of that thing. So again, Q dash followed by the question and we can get that bad boy rolling. Now, before we get the ball going, y'all know I'm big on the mindset. I need you to put in the chat right now, I am a millionaire. We got to start it off right. Put no matter where you're watching me at. I don't care which platform you're on. I want you to type right now, I am a millionaire. I ain't talking about myself because I'm already there. I need you to believe that you are a millionaire. It's going to start with your mind first. If you don't believe this, no matter what I say, no matter what I teach, no matter what anybody else says, if you keep thinking you can't be a millionaire, then goddamn it, you'll never become a millionaire. It's a guaranteed fact. So put that in the chat and start saying it every day that you wake up that you are a millionaire. You need to walk, talk, and breathe that shit. And things are going to start happening for you. So go ahead and drop that. In the meantime, again, make sure that you are liking, subscribing, commenting. Hey, hold on. I got to find my stuff right here because I got to give it to y'all. I mean, our numbers are going crazy on YouTube right now, and it's because of each and every one of you guys. Like, look, man, we are growing. I even put some money towards some ads because y'all are just doing the damn thing on YouTube. So you may see some ads pop up on YouTube, and I don't never pay for ads for myself. But you guys are doing such a great job that I want to keep this thing moving. So, again, I appreciate all of you all who are continuing to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, telling other minority entrepreneurs about what's going on over here, because this is how we're going to make a change. So I do, again, want to thank each and every person who continues to get this message out here to the people. I appreciate you. And we're going to do a little housekeeping before we get started. If you're watching this bad boy on replay and you don't feel like the housekeeping, go ahead and fast forward a couple minutes. But if you DM me questions about any of my stuff that I got going on, I know you're not watching the video because I explain it during the housekeeping. So if you got questions about any of the stuff from my 7-day course to my 1-year training to consultations with now, we go over it right now during the housekeeping segment. It's going to take us about 10 minutes of housekeeping. And then we're going to dive into the conversation for today. So those of you that don't like all the housekeeping, I apologize. But I'm still going to do this shit. Okay? So let's dive into it. Housekeeping day today. I need to get rid of one of these. All right. Once again, if you need anything from me, if you're interested in any projects that I got going on, if you want to consult to me, if you want to know what tools I use, if you want to follow all of my social media pages, I mean, anything about me and what I got going on, you can visit travisknows.com. You do need to put www.travisknows.com. Don't care how you spell nose, just put an S on the end, and it'll bring you here to this website. When you get here on travisknows.com, you're going to see the very first site right here, GovCon cheat codes, and you actually see it right up here on this TV screen right there. This is GovCon cheat codes. Now, there's a couple things that you can do when you get here. If you have topics that you want me to discuss and go over, you'll see right here a content suggestion tab. Okay, right at the top. You can go click on that, tell me some things that you want me to talk about, and guess what? We're going to end up making those videos for you. So don't send me DMs asking, can I go over any of that? I got a tab for you. Just fill it out and we'll get it in the rotation. Also at GovCon cheat codes, okay, you'll see a tab for an assessment. You take this assessment, it'll let you know if you're ready for government contracting, how we can best help you. For all of the people who's asking, do you have payment plans? The payment plan is inside of this assessment, okay? If you go to puremoneygovcon.com, you ain't gonna see no payment plan. If you would like a payment plan to our 1-year program, it will be in the assessment. You need to answer the right questions to get to the payment plan. If you don't answer the right questions, it's not going to take you to the payment plan because you ain't there yet. That's why we do the assessment. All right. If you want some goodies, some freebies, as well as some paid resources, you can click right here on the government contracting resources right here. And I got tons of free information on the first 3 rows right here that you can take advantage of. And then the next rows at the bottom, all of this stuff is paid for if you would like this stuff. Again, this is GovCon cheat codes. Code or codes, doesn't matter. It'll bring you here. You can access all of this information, okay? Now, let's get back to the other monitor again. If you would like to get into my 1-year program, yes, my 1-year program, you can click right here. This is my e-course. With my 1-year program, you're going to get 12 months of live training. The last Monday of every month, we get on Zoom, and literally, it's here for you to ask your questions and get them answered. You're going to get access to this back office. This back office has the 7-day challenge replay. Okay, you won't be able to get on my 7-day government contracting live, but you'll be able to watch the replays of it. You're also going to get my entire segment. I teach you how to cheat right here. All the videos from GSA schedules to getting your business started right to the capability statement, website, government events, you name it. It's all right here. You're going to get access to that. You're going to get access to the agencies. Okay. Once you do the research and find out who's spending your money, you just come back here, click on the agency. I've already broken everything down for you. You just got to come back here and start doing your own research. Useful links. People ask me about pricing and things of that nature. Well, we got the links here for your pricing tool. We got the links that's going to take you to where you can go get your certifications for women owned and everything else. It's all right here. Networking links. Where do I network at? It's here. The SBA information, marketing resources. How do I do this research? It's all right here under the useful links. We also have our meetings. Once again, once a month, you're going to click right there. That's going to be access to the Zoom. I do spin-off classes all the time. So how to set up your SAM.gov, prospecting for 2022. Often asked, how do I get a prime to put me on their team? All of your spin-off courses are right here. You're going to get full access to that for an entire year. You're also going to get access to my Google Drive. My Google Drive has a bunch of scripts, templates in there that you could utilize and take advantage of. You get access to all of this for a year when you get into our program. Most importantly, you get to tell somebody else about it. You get 25% commissions every time somebody signs up. Now, I will make a disclaimer. I told you guys that there's a payment plan on the other link. If you go to puremoneygovcon.com, okay, whatever the price is, I don't know the price. I think it's past $2,000. Every 5 purchases, the price goes up $100, and it's going to keep going. It ain't going to stop. I ain't got no Black Friday sales. I don't have no deals. If you expect me to help you make $1 million, I'm only charging $2,000 or above or something where that's at. You need to make the investment in yourself. Stop waiting for the deal. I'm telling y'all right now, it ain't coming. Okay? So if you don't want to get the higher price of this 1-year program, I advise you to hurry up and get in it before the price tag goes up, because people are joining. Trust me, man. I love the energy that we getting right here. The tribe is growing. So that's what you're going to get in the 1-year program. The next thing that we have at travisknows.com is my 7-day federal government contracting challenge. If you're not ready to make that big purchase, but you're still interested in government contracting, well, I'll teach it to you in 7 days. Okay. The next class is starting November the 28th. You see it in 10 days. It will get cracking. We go 7 days straight, including Sunday. So on November 28th, for the next 7 days at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone, we will be live, and I will be breaking down government contracting to you. By the end of 7 days, you will have everything that you need to know in order to submit a bid. The only thing that's going to stop you is this up here, and that's mainly why I got that 1 year program, because that mind is what is holding us back. But in 7 days, you will have all the information. Not just that, I also teach you about affiliate marketing on the last day. So I'm going to teach you how to resell all this shit. And you're going to get that live right there. Okay. So when you resell this course, you get $100 every time. So that means if you sign 3 people up, you're going to essentially get the 7-day challenge for free. And you can sell this all year long. I'm going to run this 7-day challenge every single month because I want you to get the opportunity to put money back in your pocket every single month. So you're going to get access to that by joining our 7-day challenge. Once again, if you go to travisknows.com, you'll find the link for that. Put an S on the end. Don't matter how you spell knows. My Pure Money Club, if you'd like to get into our marketing segment, I do 10-minute videos to teach you exactly how I do all this marketing stuff, from Instagram to Clubhouse, Facebook to YouTube. All of the courses, all of the lessons is right there. It's cheaper than Netflix, and I'm not going to use as much time as Netflix. I'm guaranteed to also make you more money than Netflix ever can. All right. If you need a consultation call, it is right here. Schedule a consultation. Yes, it is a paid consultation, mainly because people kept booking consultations and not showing up. So I said, shit, no more free consultations. If you don't show up for the paid consultation, guess what? I get to keep your money and we don't get to get on a call because you wasted my time. But now it's not wasting my time if I get paid for it. All right. And it's not wasting your time if you pay for it and you get on a call. So it's a win-win for everybody. But no, there are no free consultation calls because you can come on my live segments and ask me any questions at any time and I answer them. So you want free consultation? Show up on live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, one of them, and I'll answer it. Other than that, you got to schedule the consultation. Any tools that I use, you can find right here, from the tools that I use to build my website, the tools that I use to stay organized with QuickBooks and things of that nature. I mean, every tool that I utilize is right here. And the last thing that we got, funding. Yes, a lot of us need money. We need money. Okay, it's often something stated, how do I get the money? Well, here it is right here. This is the company that I work with. It is not my company. Okay, they're called Later Financial Group, but we've partnered with them because they've done a great job at helping me out. So I wanted to share them with you guys. Whether it's credit cards that you need help getting or you need to get loans, Later Financial Group, they're excellent for small businesses. They can help you. You come click right here on this tab, schedule a consultation call. That is free. They don't charge. I do, not them. All right. They'll do it completely for free, work the stuff out, and you can find out how much money you got access to. And at the bottom, I know I said that one's last but not least, but you can come right here and you can find all of my social media channels, okay? Whether it's Clubhouse, Facebook, I advise you to get into my Facebook group, okay? I'm teaching you completely free how to generate revenue on the internet. Doesn't cost you $1, but it's sitting right here on Facebook. And you know how it is. When it's free, people really don't pay attention to it. But it's there for you if you would like to. So all of your links are located on travisknows.com. You'll be able to access everything that we got going on. Whew. That's the end of the housekeeping, guys. Hopefully you guys got all of that information. Now we're about to get ready to dive into our segment today. How do you hire employees as a government contractor? Don't forget, I need you guys sharing this out right now, man. Go ahead, click that share link, send it to 3 people, man. I know you know 3 minority business owners that need some help right now. Don't be stingy with the energy. Share this out so other minority entrepreneurs can be blessed today. All right. Before we dive into our subject for today, man, I want to see who's here real quick. Thornton Group, the champ is here. Always first showing up right there. I appreciate you being here. Who we got? Shaw, ready for the gems. I'm about to give them to you, my brother. Appreciate you for being here. Or my sister. I'm not sure. Hey, what's going on, Primo Service? Hey, it was a pleasure seeing you guys out here this past weekend for our Friendsgiving. Was that this past weekend? I think so. This past weekend for our Friendsgiving out here, man. It's always great breaking bread with people. one thing that I realized in business is you got to learn to trust, right? And the only way I can really trust somebody is to actually see their ass face to face, look at them in their eyes. I ain't really good with this internet trusting thing. I tried it in the beginning, and I'll be damned if everybody ain't taking my money from David Anderson, that power economics bullshit. I lost $250,000 from internet motherfuckers. So going forward, I said, hey, man, you ain't got to trust me. Matter of fact, I don't want you to trust me. I want you to show up and see me in my face and build that trust. If you don't see that I'm an authentic person right here, I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Come see me face to face and let's talk about it, because that's the way that I build trust. So again, I appreciate everybody that showed up for Friendsgiving out here, because that helps me trust you a little bit better. All right. Risha, what's happening with you? I appreciate you being here. I believe these red dots say that you guys are on YouTube. So appreciate you guys being here on YouTube. Mr. Cash, received his cage code. Shout outs to you, Mr. Cash, for getting that cage code on Monday. Let's make it work. It's time to run now. All right. Joyce, what is happening to you? Good afternoon. Everyone thought I missed it, was waiting for it since this morning. I appreciate you didn't miss a thing. Not yet. Who else we got into the building? My brother Trey. Hey guys, that Pure Money song that y'all keep hearing, that I play at the end and the beginning of the show, that's who made the song for the Pure Money family right here. Trey, man, we appreciate you, my brother. I'm gonna put his name back up here again. Trey Wright, and this is the producer of the Pure Money song. I know he got some more heat that he gonna be bringing for us soon. I'm throwing him out there. I'm throwing him out there in front of all of y'all so y'all can hold to the fire. Tell him we need some more heat. All right? I don't know how you produce music. I ain't the music person, but that is the guy. Again, appreciate you there, Trey. Who else we got here in the building? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Come on, man. Y'all heard it. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. And hey, subscribe to the channel. All right. We'll do a couple more here, and then we're going to get started. Who else we got in the house? Curtis, what's happening to you? I take it you are one of my Capper brothers. What's up, my brother? Appreciate you for being here. Ann Arbor. Oh, yeah. I remember the Ann Arbor. Appreciate you being there, brother. What's going on? We got Christian in the building. What's happening with you? I'm doing fine. I am doing fine. Let me see. Destin, this the one right here. I appreciate you for being here. And Tico said, what up, all our entrepreneurs, all our minority business owners? What's happening in the house? Tico, I appreciate you being here, but we're going to dive into it, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to get some more stuff popping. Y'all know how we do. Don't forget, if you have questions at any time, I need you to put Q with a dash followed by the question, so when I scroll back through it, I can see it, because I like to get interactive in the chat. Okay, I'm going to be asking y'all to type some stuff. Again, you should be announcing who you are in the chat, because this is networking. And if you haven't typed I am a millionaire, you need to get that into that chat so you can start to believe it. But let's get this party rolling, guys. I'm going to actually take you along my journey of how I got this ball rolling. I often have to remind individuals, okay? Most of us are looking at businesses that have been running for 15 years, 10 years, 20 years, and we're trying to compare ourselves to them. And that's a problem, because you're not there. You cannot just start a multi-billion-dollar business, because that's what y'all be looking at, or a multi-million-dollar business overnight, and you've never learned how to do it. You must understand it's okay to say, hey, I'm a one-man shop right now. I'm trying to get to 2. See, I didn't say that I'm trying to get to 200. I said I'm a one-man shop right now, and I'm trying to get to 2. Maybe 3. Okay? But if you just immediately go, well, I need to do everything that Amazon does, again, you're going to lose confidence. You're going to think that this thing doesn't work because now the scarcity of, well, I don't have the money for 200 employees. That's true. You damn sure don't. I don't know how to manage 200 employees. I mean, that's true. You damn sure don't. I don't know all of the books that is needed and how to run payroll for 200 people. Once again, that's true. And you damn sure don't. So why go down that lane? If all of these statements is going to end up true and it say you damn sure don't, doesn't that mean that you're going to get confused, you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to quit? Like, you're setting yourself up for failure from the start. So we're already going to erase out of our mind, we're not there. Now, if you are working for somebody right now, that's what I did. I was working for somebody at the moment, so it helped this out. I had to shift my mind while I was at work. Okay. So what I went home and did is I studied two things: 1099 contracting and W-2. All right. Now, there's a big difference of 1099 and W-2. And y'all know I like to simplify shit because the stuff out here is a little too confusing. There's too many words and too many definitions. So the biggest difference that I took away from 1099 and W-2 employees, a W-2 employee, they work for me. I own their time. But also, if something was to go down in the process of them going to the job or wherever they got to go start their shift at, from leaving their house to getting there and from leaving the job to returning to their house, I'm actually responsible for them. I'm not just responsible for them while they're at work. I'm responsible for them while they travel too. See, things get a little different when you do W-2. And the reason you got to know all of this is because sometimes, well, not sometimes, goddammit, these employees, man, they are something else. Okay. So you got to watch out for the jokers, because you will hire a joker who knows all these damn rules that a W-2 get that you didn't know about, and they're going to try to utilize them. Now, I'm not telling you that to be scared in the beginning. You got to prepare yourself for this. This is why the two most important people that you will ever hire, and I don't care if you need to bring them on part-time, full-time, whatever, probably part-time in the beginning because you can't afford them at this moment, but you do need to know what their full-time price is. That's your accountant and your lawyer. You got to have a good accountant and you got to have a good lawyer. The accountant is going to help you earn money and keep the money. Okay. The lawyer is going to help you protect yourself and your money. Because again, when we get down the route of hiring employees, they are some goddamn jokers. And you ain't got to wonder like, well, what does Travis mean? Just ask yourself. Okay. I was a joker as an employee too. I was thinking about the times that I could get off. I was thinking about the times that I could cheat the clock. I was thinking about calling in sick because I partied too much the night before. I mean, all that shit happened. And you think it ain't going to happen to you because you started your own business? I'm telling you right now, you in for a rude awakening. Everything that you did as an employee is going to come times 10. And if you was the perfect employee, well, think about the employee that was next to you while you was at work, and that employee is going to come. Okay. So really, when you get to hiring employees, you're actually going to be in the business of managing people, right? What I realized is as my company grew, okay, I wasn't physically doing the work anymore because I put together processes and procedures. It's called systems, right? I put all of that stuff together so it can operate while I wasn't actually doing it. And I needed to put it together because that helped me manage people. I knew exactly what they were doing because they needed to follow my steps. Often companies go downhill because they ain't got no processes and procedures, right? They hire somebody and just expect them to know how to do the job, and that just ain't true. So that's one thing that we want to pay attention to. Do we got our processes and procedures in place to hire people? Okay. Now, if you don't, because again, I told you guys, I'm taking you back from when I got started. I didn't have no processes and procedures in place. Okay. You ain't got to have the processes and procedures. If you don't have the processes and procedures, I'm just telling you a headache is going to come. But we're going to prepare ourselves again. Like Travis said, a headache's going to come. So I already got in my mind, like I ain't got the shit in order right now, but that ain't going to stop me. Just prepare myself for the headache. It's one way to get rid of headaches. Just have money. Money can get rid of any headache. What do I mean by that? You're going to fuck something up, right? And somebody's going to need to fix it. It's called an accountant or a lawyer. So you just need to pay them to fix it. And then voila, headache gone, right? But if you're too scared to pay these people to fix your mistakes, then guess what? You're going to have a really, really bad headache and you're probably going to quit, all right? So now, if you cannot afford the lawyer and accountant, again, know how much it is because we're going to get there. When it comes to hiring these employees, again, we're going to keep our head on the swivel and understand that, hey, I may hire a joker and I'm in the business of managing people so I can get rid of the joker as fast as I can. Now, the difference between a 1099 and a W-2, I told you the W-2 people, you completely own them. All right. The 1099, this is where it gets tricky. All right. Because you could get yourself in a lot of trouble if you are running 1099 people as W-2 employees. I mean, you can get yourself into some big trouble. And I'm not the damn CPAs and none of that. I'm not a specialist in this. Okay, I just know business. Don't quote me on anything I said. I told your ass to go get a lawyer and an accountant, the people who are like, this is their profession. My profession is making money. Okay. And I'm also not scared to try shit that if you talk to an accountant on Clubhouse or a lawyer on Clubhouse, they would be too scared to tell you to do the stuff that I'm telling you to do because they're going to be like, that ain't right. You shouldn't do that. And see, here's what I learned. It ain't right and I shouldn't do that because they ass wanted me to pay them. Yeah, everybody says the shit ain't right and I shouldn't do that when they want me to pay them. But what I said is, hey, I am going to pay you. I just ain't got the money right now. But the minute I get the money and you are first on the list, trust me, accountant and lawyer, they should be first on your list. I'm going to hire you to come on full time. But I ain't about to dish out that money right now. Nobody is worried about you until you start making money. All right. Your employees ain't worried about you. The government ain't worried about you. You ain't got no money. So don't be scared. Shit, what they gonna go sue you for? Air? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna run these plays scared, afraid, with fear. But again, once we get money coming in, we got to lock this thing down immediately because we already know we fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all right now, you fucking up. And it's okay. I did it. I'm a multi-millionaire from doing things fucked up and scared and going against everybody in the industry telling me what I couldn't do. I couldn't do it. Well, they said I couldn't do it because they've never seen anybody do the shit. But when I started reading books, man, and I started reading like, Steve Jobs, and I mean, I could go down a list of some other white guys that are in industries that have excelled. Let's just take the FTX guy with cryptocurrency, was a multi-billionaire, but he had piss poor practices that nobody ever knew. He had piss poor practices because he ain't had the right people around him. He didn't know what to do correctly. So if he can do the mistake and become a multi-billionaire, why the hell I can't do these mistakes and become a millionaire and be smart when I get my money, not greedy, and say, hey, I know I made some mistakes setting up. Let me get the right people in the house to fix these things. Now, all I'm talking to you guys right now is about in-house employees. This is for your actual business, okay? This is your overhead fees. This is what keeps your doors operating. Maybe you need a business development person. I'm telling y'all right now, if you're not good at sales and you refuse to go read some goddamn sales books, you need to hire somebody that can produce sales for you. You know, the one thing that confuses me is how the hell do you get rich if ain't nobody selling your service? I mean, it's some of the shit is just mind boggling. You cannot become a millionaire if you ain't selling shit that gets you to $1 million. And if you suck at selling, guess what? You're never going to get there. So you got two choices. Either you're going to pick up a goddamn book, go get a course, go get a mentor or somebody in the sales realm of the house, or you're going to hire somebody that already knows how to do it, which I prefer to hire somebody that knows how to do it already route. You know, these are called consultants, business development managers. I mean, the list can go on. But again, you should actually have the skills to do it yourself. But most of the world don't like the sales because they say sales is sleazy. And I mean, all the other words they come up with. That's why they can't become millionaires. I am a millionaire strictly because I sold. That's it. All of the other technical stuff, I realize I'll just hire people to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows how to go to work. We've all been taught how to go to work. Whether you went to school or not, Your ass got taught how to go to work because your parents went to work and your parents was teaching you how to go to work indirectly. You didn't even realize that they was teaching you how to go to work, but you watched them use their hands every day because you watched their ass walk out of the door and come back in at times that they didn't want to do it. So you learn how to work just by watching them. You never learn how to sell because they didn't know how to sell. But here's the thing. Everybody is a salesperson. See, you sold yourself for $28 an hour, $24 an hour. That's your fault because you sucked at selling. You didn't value your time. You didn't study how to sell your time. Instead, you learned sales from the people that were around you. The people around you told you to go to Google, put your job title in with the zip code, and now that's how you sold. You could tell how much your job title is right there. See, the whole community around you are the worst goddamn salesman in the world, and that's who you're asking how to sell. And I just told you how they're going to tell you how to sell at the cheapest rate. So we need to get some education on sales if you really want to get to high levels. It doesn't matter whether it's government contractor or not. Sales is sales. Business is business. All right. Now, again, everything that I told you in the beginning was to hire in-house people that will help your company grow. Go and grow. Because remember, we one-man shops. We one-woman shops right now. So we need some people that's going to help us go and grow. Now, all of those people that I stated, all the in-house people, the business development, you need to know the price of them. I didn't tell you to hire them yet. You need to know the price of what they cost because we ain't got the money. And I damn sure ain't the person that's about to tell you to go take out loans and pay for some people and pray that it all works out. Hell no. I ain't never worked off no stupid shit like that. I work off real legit numbers. Okay. So if I know the cost of my staff, now I just need to go get the money. Now, I'm not about to leave government contracting because Travis, this guy that I heard on the internet one day, Travis told me like, yo, you can win contracts when you ain't got no staff, you ain't got nothing. This guy named Travis told me I could win shit without having shit. So I know how much it costs for me to get these doors operating at its full potential with the accountant, the lawyer, the business development staff, because I suck at selling. I mean, whatever you need. Okay. Whatever your weaknesses are, you got to go find people who are strong in those. Look, one thing that I'm not going to tell you to do is study your goddamn weaknesses. You are 35 years old. What the hell are we wasting hours and days of studying some goddamn weaknesses for? We pay people for that. Wherever you weak at, find somebody that's strong in and just pay them, and it expedites everything. Can you imagine going back to school for 4 years and trying to learn some shit that you weak at? That don't make sense. You're going to burn through time, and then you're going to forget the things that you used to be strong in. And now you're back to square one all over again. So we're going to understand our strengths. Okay. We're going to dig deeper into our strengths for our own personal, and wherever we're weak, we're going to look to hire people to do that. We know the cause for all that. Now with government contracting, guys, let me change my screen here. What screen is this on? All right. Let me see. What screen is this on? All right. Now, I am going to just be talking about the service-based side of the house, right? Product side of the house. I mean, there's no logic to products. Just buy the damn thing cheaper and sell it higher. You guys really make this process so much harder than what it needs to be. And I get it. I know it's new information, but I'm telling you right now, product sales. Can you buy the damn thing at a good price and sell it at another good price? Simple. If you can't, which you'll learn when you submit the bid, that you didn't get the pricing right, you lose. But I always say, like, you can't lose something you ain't got. So technically you didn't lose it. You just learn that your pricing sucks. And the reason that your pricing sucks is because you're not good at buying it, right? Everything in business, right? Everything in business. I don't care what the niche is. I don't care the industry and none of that. Business 101 says, hey, you can be really good at business if you learn how to buy good. Okay. Anytime somebody tells me, I lost the deal, they rejected my bid or whatnot, I know that you suck at buying. Whether it's people or product, it's all the same thing to me. You suck at buying people. Service side of the house. What do you mean, Travis, you suck at buying people? Well, you keep giving everybody $50 an hour. Like, you can't compete paying everybody $50 an hour. You suck at buying people's time. So maybe you need to change your strategy up where you take your ass to MIT or one of those specialty colleges and you put a vendor's table up at the damn school during career day, just like the big boys do. Do you understand why they do this shit? Because I can buy best where people don't know their worth. Nobody in college knows their worth. I haven't come across a goddamn student that finished a 4 or 5 year degree and know their worth when they graduate. The reason they don't know their worth is because they've been asking poor people, passing over opportunities repeatedly, how much am I worth? And I told you in the beginning, none of these people know how to sell their time. They didn't go to school for sales. So they tell you, go to Google. I mean, y'all remember the goddamn career day person go around? I asked the question too. Hey, what is that job title pay? Like, what's the most expensive job? He like, yo, engineer. So what did I do? I took my ass to school to be a computer engineer. I haven't done a computer engineer thing since I graduated. I turned into a salesperson because computer engineers are tapped out on how much they can make. Every single job is tapped out on how much they can make. So in order to buy well on the service side of the house, one technique is posting up at colleges. Every big boy does it. There's other techniques on buying people. Your local county may have some type of organization or thing going on that they will pay you to hire personnel, right? I'm working on my buying skills. It's like the drug game to me, yo. If you want to be the best, you got to buy the best. Products, same thing. If I'm failing at getting a deal on the product side of the house because I'm not buying the products at a good price. So since I can't buy the products at a good price, I can't sell that shit good. So I need to go back to the drawing table. How do I get the products cheaper? Maybe I need to fly my ass to Colombia. Not really Colombia, you know what I'm saying? Go where the products is at, where the manufacturer at. Take their ass out to dinner. Go get them a couple drinks. This is how the drug movies told us. Like, you thought that you were just going to go buy the best products from Colombia and don't nobody know who you are? No. You got to work your way to the inside. So you need to do what you need to do. Guess what? I can factor the pricing all in. So yeah, I got to put the upfront money for me to get out there and get in front of these people, go to bars, break bread, go to strip clubs. I know how much all that stuff costs. I'm going to get it on the back end when I get these contracts. So I need to pay attention to how much is it costing me to obtain my first contract? Does it cost me $500? Did it cost me $5,000? Whatever that cost is, okay, I project it. Once I win my first contract, before I pay myself, I need to take some money out. It needs to go towards my lawyer and accountant that's potentially going to be coming. The next set of money, I need another $5,000 to come out of that to put back in the bucket so I can go obtain the next contract. And then I can pay myself. See how all this stuff works? Because if I got another $5,000 in the bucket, I don't come out of my pocket, okay, for the next opportunity. Instead, I go into the $5,000 budget that I already set aside in order to win opportunities. It's that simple, okay? So that's how we're going to go about that. But you need to get in the habit, guys, of reading the contract. Again, I'm getting started. I don't have no accountant, no lawyer. I've never hired anybody a day in my life. It's scaring the hell out of me. I don't have no money to hire people. That's scaring the hell out of me too. All the factors that people think about when hiring, like, it's happening. Okay. But this guy on the internet said, I didn't need any of this stuff. How the hell do I go about doing this? Okay. Well, first you're going to have to get over here to sam.gov. Okay. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this up. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Because what is going on with my computer right now? The reason why I think I need to log into, I need to reset my keyboard here. I think I need to log into sam.gov. I may can do it from my cell phone. But I may need to log into sam.gov so I can see these opportunities so I can explain to you why we don't care about that employee stuff. What is going on with, okay, I say, what's going on with my keyboard? All right, so we're going to go to sam.gov, okay? And the reason I got to find the opportunity. See, the reason why you guys are struggling with hiring people is because, again, you keep thinking too much. Everybody is goddamn thinking too much. All right. You keep trying to compare yourself to these big boys. And I told you, you ain't there. So stop doing it. Instead, I need to find the opportunity, and the opportunity will give you the understanding that you need. But I promise you, if you do not put the opportunities up first, I know for a fact you're going to fail. Right? Can you win a contract and throw some shit over the fence? Yeah, because somebody's going to be smart and say that, like, oh, you ain't got to do all this pre-stuff first. Look, they don't have a sustainable business model. I'm not banking on them surviving. All right. I'm in the business of creating wealth, not winning money. All right? Anybody can win money. An idiot can win some money. If you don't believe me, just look at the other government contractors that be talking about this shit. Not all of them, but a lot of them are some idiots. All right, we're going to go here to dates. Response time. I'm doing it next month. I was looking for the solicitation. Where the hell did it go? Notice type, federal organizations. Oh, notice type, I'm tripping. All right. Just trying to see what's out there. All right. See if I can find a service-based lease office. Don't want that. Renewal, no equipment. George Washington Memorial Parkway. That's down the street. What they trying to do? Transportation. Frozen foods, dehumidifier, mortgage scorecard, lawn care. Okay. Now, damn it. That ain't gonna pull up like I want. So the reason why I'm saying that, because lawn care, right? Lawn care is probably going to give me a lawn care contract, but that ain't gonna break down like employees. It's just going to say, hey, can you do this lawn care? And you got to know how many employees that you need in order to get that lawn care project done. Now, why? See, I'm telling y'all, man, this is really why I hate using these softwares. Well, not softwares. I use software. I hate using the government system because it's just not good. All right, let me try it again. Help desk. Or service desk. Or service desk. All right. Guess I didn't like that one. All right, so let's take a look at one of these. Hopefully this will take me to it. I'm not going to dive deep into it. Let me see if I can get the RFI. Where's the statement of work? Okay. Here's my statement of work. All right, where we go, scope, specific task, program management services, service desk opportunities. I'm trying to scroll quickly to the pricing. All right, so like number 11, all right, number 10, see if it takes me there, key personnel, right? So the reason I'm starting here, because these are the people that really matter. Like if I can't get my key personnel right, then I'm not going to get shit on this contract right. So I need to focus on who my key personnel is on this opportunity, and then I'll worry about everybody else. Okay. So we're going to read through the requirements. We're not going to do it on here. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't even like reading that much. I told y'all I don't like reading. This is why I make people pay me to read, because I hate reading just as much as you. But anyways, you read through the requirements. They're telling you exactly what they expect out of your key personnel. Okay. So what I want to do is go open up a Word sheet. All right. And I want to put all the requirements of key personnel. And I need to take out some stuff. Obtaining approval from the CEO of key personnel. Like, nobody cares about that. Employees don't give a damn about this jargon. They just want to know what they got to do. So I'm trying to take out all of the information, and I'm skimming through this, guys. I don't feel like reading this whole thing. So Like, I'm taking out all of the information that explains the criteria of what the key personnel should be having. Right. And I'm putting that on a word sheet. And the reason I'm putting that on a word sheet, because God damn it, this is my post on the job boards. On LinkedIn, Monster Jobs, Career Builder, Dice Resume, whatever the hell it is. Here's your resume that you need. Why the hell would you need a resume about anything else? You guys hear what, like, this is the stuff where people make it harder. They start saying, hey man, I need a service desk manager resume. Well, guys, do you understand how many definitions there are to service desk managers? So this is why it's hard. You asked the service desk manager who gave you just this random ass resume and you don't know if they could do the work or not because your ass didn't read the opportunity and see exactly what this customer, not you, what this customer expects a service manager to be. And then when I put that out there, well, if you don't give me what I expect, that lets me know that you didn't read the opportunity. And since you don't know how to read opportunities, see, these are ways for me to eliminate jokers being in my business, right? I put a lot of shit out in writing because I'm waiting for you not to read the shit. You mean to tell me I'm just like the government too? This is exactly how I operate. Okay, if I took the time out to go through this shit and write it and put it out on a Word file, I don't care if I was copying, pasting, or whatever. If I took the time to develop this shit and you couldn't take the time to read it, why should I hire you? See, the same thing happens with, business. Like, I don't partner with businesses either. If you didn't take the time to read the shit that I wrote, why should I partner with you? You're going to cause me more work. So I create all of this, I put it out on the job boards, and now I get the right service desk manager to send me their resume. And you got two options here because, again, we ain't got no money. Well, you only got one option because you ain't got no money, okay? We're going to do something called a LOI, and you ain't got to ask me about this shit, right? People like, yo, is there a template for the LOI? Did I say that you need a template? LOI, letter of intent. Guys, it's right here on the goddamn Google. Like, a lot of the stuff you got to stop being so scared about. It's called the letter of intent. Now I get the subject matter expert to sign the letter of intent. Now, how do I buy this person? How do I know how much they're going to cost? Well, yeah, I can go look at pricing from previous contracts and get an idea, a ballpark of how much I should be paying somebody. But guys, look. Service desk manager pay rate. What is it going to ask me for the zip code? I mean, shit. What does it tell me? Look, if you want to get paid the most as a service desk manager, you need to take your ass over here to Maryland. See? So this is why when I had my service desk, I flew out to Fargo, North Dakota, South Dakota, whatever the hell Dakota is, because I had to pay somebody $101,000 opposed to the $70,000 that I paid them up there. You know what I'm saying? $70,000 go a long way out there opposed to right here in the DMV area. So that was me as a business owner. I had to realize how to buy better. If I bought people right here in the DMV area, that is piss poor buying. That's why you can't win, because your buying procedures, it fucking sucks. So I had to realize, how do I buy better? Well, the information is right here. I don't have to guess about any of this stuff. All I got to do is take the time and read. Something that people don't want to do. I can come right here and I can see what state. So all of a sudden, I started looking through this bad boy and looking at the average salary. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to do this at six figures. Where can I go that I ain't got to pay six figures at? And once I found it, guess what I did? I took the information, I put it on the career builder, and I pointed it right there in that location of where it told me over here in Fargo that I could get a much cheaper rate. I mean, it's this simple. We keep making it too hard. So boom. Now that I looked on here, I got an average idea of how much it's going to cost me. If I look right here at the top, what does it tell me? It says on the low end is $72,000. On the highest end is $141,000. This is why I told you guys, if you tell me your job title, I know how much money you're going to make, because Google told me what the fuck your cap is. Why would I pay you $150,000 and Google told me not to even do that? Like you not coming over here and telling me to pay you 150. Like you better come up with a new job title because the damn sure ain't no service desk manager. It tells me in the middle you could be looking to pay 101,000. Well, we don't never go to the middle. What did I tell you guys in the beginning? People do not know how to sell themselves. Can anybody take a guess in the chat groups? What I am going to say your starting price is from what you're looking at right now. What do you think I am going to say this person's starting price is going to be when we go sit down at the negotiation table called an interview? How much would you charge these individuals? Just drop. Let me see if I can zoom in on this thing a little bit more so you guys can. All right. Y'all see the totals for a service desk manager. This is the median. This is the max. 141. Median is 101. The lowest is 72,000. What number should you as the business owner? What number should you as the entrepreneur sit at the table with to try to convince this person to come work for you? Anybody? All right, well, we got 80,000 over here. I see one of them in the comments. 80K. What else we got? 73K. I like the 73K. Oh, Reese got it right. 72.5. I mean, 72.5. Cool. Look, extra $500. Reese, I ain't even gonna put the 5 on there. Shit. They told me 72. That's what I'm starting at, 72. It ain't my fault if you don't raise that shit to 101. But you think I'm about to offer you $105,000 off break because Google told me that's the median? Didn't I just tell y'all people don't know how to sell themselves? Most people suck at selling. And see, some people gonna go, well, that ain't right. Well, welcome to business. Shit. Look, man, I'm in the business of doing things legally. I'm not doing the business of making sure that you learn how to sell yourself right. What are you talking about? Right? So yeah, I'm going to offer you $72,000. If you take it, great. If you don't, we're going to get in the process of negotiation. Well, I know that I can't go over now. Granted, I'm going to read the contract and understand my pricing. But let's say the pricing of my opportunity is like, yo, Travis, you cannot go over $100,000 for that person, or else you're going to, the price going to be too high on the bid. So I know for a fact I started at 72,000 so I could leave myself room for negotiation. When this person hears 72,000, ain't no goddamn way that they going to jump from 72 to 100. Because they already going to be like, wow, well, I don't believe that they got an extra $25,000 available for me. When I'm telling you they do, but, people are going to, believe their own beliefs because they listen to their parents and stuff. When they went to the negotiation table, your first interview, you go ask your parents about interviews, and then your parents tell you the bullshit that they did. Right? They sucked at selling their time. So they about to tell you sorry ass strategies to sell your time. So you're going to go back to the negotiation table. You go be like, well, $10,000 more. Here's a trick. You can usually get anybody to leave their job for $10,000 extra. That's why I said $10,000 extra. So this person going to go to you and they may say like, yo, can I get 83,000? You got to scratch your face at a time. Like, give me a second. Let me talk to my team and find out if we could afford 83,000. Now, remember, we ain't got no team. They don't know that. I told you we a one man shop. I could have made a decision right there. But see, if you don't make it look like you got a team, then the person on the other end, they ain't gonna buy into you. So I'm gonna say something like, I gotta check with my team, make sure we can afford that. I'll get back to you within 24 hours. I'm going to email them their acceptance letter with that new amount that they said and tell them that they got 24 hours to make a decision. Boom, I put the pressure on them. They couldn't believe that they just they thought that they was winning the negotiation game. They like, oh my God, I got his ass for 83,000. No, I actually just got you for almost 20,000. You know what I'm saying? It's simple things like this, right? So now all of a sudden, when I look at these opportunities, where the hell did it go? I think it might have been on the site right here. Where did it go? Did I lose it? I think I did. When you look at these opportunities here, that ain't the right page. You'll start to notice that, man, I'm trying to find the link that I was on. Guess I lost it. Ain't that a blip? Oh, right here. All right. What you'll notice, okay, is now again, your subject matter experts, you do need on like a LOI because as you could see in this opportunity right here, what did it say? The contractor or communicating with the contract officer of at least 14 days in advance when planned absence of key personnel for more than 7 days of calendar days. See, the government cares about their key personnel. These are the people that they're going to be monitoring to make sure that you have. The contractor shall ensure key personnel remain on the contract for at least 180 days unless the government requests removal. So what they don't want you to do is to put the resumes of your key personnel in there. They give you the contract and then you ain't got the key personnel because that's not what they paid for. And they damn sure don't want you to be on the project. And then in 30 days, your key personnel is gone. To them, you just brought them in just to win the contract. And the big boys do this all the time. That's the reason why they got the wording in there. But the big boys can screw the government over and get away with this stuff. You cannot get away with doing what the big boys do. All right. So you need to make sure that you got these key personnel locked in. Now, that's one kicker. Now, if you don't need key personnel, let's just say... Damn, I hate that we're on a help desk contract because it's going to make it a little bit harder. But let's say you need it's telling you that you need 10 FTEs, tier 1 FTEs. These are 10 full-time employees. Well, again, if I come over here to my Google, okay, and I simply type in service desk, tier 2 salary. See, everything is on Google, guys. You don't have to guess. And see, this says Washington, D.C. because it knows my number. I just changed to where I'm at or where I need to fly my ass out to get better personnel. I know on tier 2, they making $60,000. I'm not paying a tier 2 person $60,000. I'm just letting y'all know that off rip. They may get 55 from me. All right. And this is real life data. I do this service desk stuff. This is where we blow up in service desk, help desk. Right. I'm not paying them 61,000. My tier 3 people going to get up there. My tier 3 people like 80, 90, 100,000. Tier 2, you got to be special. And I ain't found a tier 2 person that special because all you guys are doing is reading the goddamn knowledge base and following the directions that I tell you to do in my knowledge base. So I don't need you to be super smart. I need you to learn how to read and comprehend. And I can go find somebody that can read and comprehend at 55,000. I don't need you to be 61,000 read and comprehend. But anyways, I can come right here. I can change the area, right? Change the city. And you can, again, find out the cost of what it's going to be to hire somebody. Now, remember, this is hiring. This is not the proposal price. So if I hire at 61,000, I need to charge the government more than 61,000. Do you know if you go in at 61,000, you're charging the government 61,000, they charging you 61,000, you're going to be in the hole because you got taxes and expenses and a whole bunch of other shit that's going to cost you more than 61,000. So it ends up being maybe like 64, 65,000 per person opposed to 61. And that's just the cost of you obtaining them. It's 65,000. And you came in at 61,000 because you read that you already working in the negative. Now, when I see these numbers, I need room. So if you're paying 61,000 right now, okay, and you need to put the proposal in that puts each personnel at 69,000, like you didn't leave yourself room to wiggle. That's not a good business practice. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, if it ain't at 55, I don't want it. Because at 55, I'm usually charging the government anywhere from 90 to 110. Right? Now I get enough room, enough money in this thing to supply all of the people that I need. And that's my accountant, my lawyer, the printers. Like, this allows me to grow my company. This is also why I fucking hate when I hear employees always talking about, I ain't getting paid enough. They making all the money and they ain't paying their employees. Well, first of all, nobody accepted that offer letter but you, right? Nobody forced you to accept that offer letter. You decided to do that on your own. Okay. So you're going to get the results of what happens when you just accept deals without following it through. So that's one thing. And two, okay, you're just an employee. You don't understand all the costs that business owner had to acquire in order to do this deal. You don't know the cost of that business owner in order for them to get more deals so your ass can keep getting a check so you can make sure that you got Christmas presents under that tree. You need to start respecting business owners a whole lot more and stop counting their goddamn pockets because you too scared to sell yourself a little bit higher. That's your fault that you accepted that price. And I'm telling you guys this because as business owners, you're going to come up across the same thing. You need to understand that it is extremely important as a business owner that you keep your doors open. We don't care about people's emotions. We have to keep our doors open. And the only way to do that is through profit, not through generating money. Flowing money doesn't keep your doors open. It just flows money like it says. But profit allows your doors to stay open. All right. So we're always going to keep that in mind. We are in the profit first side of the house. Not no goddamn care services or whatever people talk about. Look, man, you can't help nobody when you broke. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Right? So what I showed you guys is to read the opportunity, find out all of your costs, and then submit the proposal. Oh my God. Travis, what do you mean submit the proposal? Yes, submit the goddamn proposal. See, if I looked over here on the information, well, they said the subject matter experts were the ones that they cared about, right? So I'm making sure I lock my subject matter experts down. Okay, these are the people that the government's worried about. Plus, I need their resumes in order to submit to this proposal. So I'm locking them down through a letter of intent. Could be like 5 people that you got to lock down. Also, in the process of you locking those 5 people down, here's what you're going to say to them. I'm going to pay you more money than anybody else, $10,000 more. So, people get, I told you they get tickled about the extra $10,000. I'm going to pay you more money than anybody else is going to pay you. But here's the kicker. I know I'm bringing you on to be a service desk manager, but I'm a small business. I'm a mom and pop shop. I'm going to pay you a little extra so you can help me when I need assistance to writing a proposal. Well, don't they know all the technical savviness of running a service desk? Aren't they the goddamn service desk managers? Don't they know the interwoven mechanisms to operating a service desk to the T? Wouldn't they know exactly how many personnel is needed because they manage this shit already? Wouldn't they know the pricing to everything, the times that people need to be there, how the whole shit should flow? They know every single answer to the damn proposal. That's why we're hiring them. So now I'm paying you some extra money to assist me along this process. I'm giving y'all the keys to getting rich. And see, again, you may talk to all these other motherfuckers, talk about you need proposal writers and all this other, but I'm telling y'all the way to do it with no money. I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're going to lose some money on the back end because you got to pay people up front to get you rolling. But once that bitch get rolling, oh man, cash just start coming in because you already got it down. Once that one service desk manager can help you win one contract, they can help you win 4 more. Same people too, because remember you paid them extra money. And they feel like they're in debt to you for paying them extra money. Look, man, I'll never go work for somebody and you pay me money and you think I'm in debt to you, boy. I'm helping you get money. I'll be damned if I'm in debt to you. But hey, this is the way the people think. And I ain't here to argue that. Okay, so when I bring across another deal, I'm going to invite them to the table because I need to make them feel special, make them feel like they part of the company, right? I'm going to invite them to the table, say, hey, I got another deal. When we win this, guess what? I'm going to give you another bonus. Because people just want more money. So I'm like, yo, you help me win this, I give you a $20,000 bonus for helping me win this project. What he just did is eliminated all the people that I would have to hire, listen to all these other people about running business. This one person for an extra $20,000 based off of a win. See, I didn't give him the $20,000 up front. I said, I'll give you an extra $20,000 based off us winning. Well, they gonna sit home at night, tuck their kids in, and then stay up a little bit longer to make sure we get that goddamn win because they want $20,000 so they can put better presents under their Christmas tree. Yeah, they gonna go spend the whole $20,000. That's not my problem either. I like that they spent the extra $20,000 because next year they gonna need another $20,000 because they just bought that new car and all that other bullshit with the $20,000 that I gave them. They're never gonna get out of the rat race, and I am going to keep putting food in that goddamn hamster wheel so they can just keep running in circles over and over and over again. Because I'm not here to argue with people. I'm here to get wealthy so I can better the people around me. And I'm telling y'all right now, it's tons of individuals out here that don't understand money, right? So just like that, when I get this manager that I got on the letter of intent, he helps me with the proposal. She helps me with the proposal. You should definitely get a lady involved, men. Okay. She helps with that proposal. Okay. Now I understand that I also have to hire 20 FTEs, full-time employees, and I already know how much they cost, and I put it into the bid. The government says, Travis, you won. Now, all of a sudden, I need to go to all my subject matter experts, get them signed to real contracts now. Okay, because I got them over in the letter of intent. Shit getting serious now. I need to lock them down to real contracts. Now, when you go to pay, okay, you should pay in the beginning because remember, we ain't got no people. We've never done this before. Do not pay people every Friday. Do not pay them every other week. You're paying them on the 15th and the 31st. This is going to protect you. If you pay them any other way, you're going to put yourself in a pickle and you may start sweating a whole lot. Okay. The reason we're paying on the 15th and the 31st is because if you come in and work for me at any time from the 1st through the 14th, I ain't got to pay you on the 15th. Right. I don't have to pay you until the 31st because I ain't got nothing to pay you with. I'm paying you based off the timesheets that you give me, and you ain't giving me your time until the 15th, and I couldn't have possibly paid you on the 15th when I just got your time on the 15th. So now that person doesn't get paid until the 31st. Now what happens is that first payroll for you on the 31st is going to be a broken payment. What do I mean by that? You had people that came in and started work on the 2nd. You had people that started work on the 9th. You had people that started work on the 11th. You have a broken payroll right now. It's not a full-fledged payroll. So you saved yourself 30 days by doing that 15th and 31st payment. So your first check that you got to pay out in payroll is going to happen on the 31st. Your ass need to go get loans. You need to go get whatever the hell assistance you can do to pay for those individuals. And you got the contract in your hand, so you should be able to have money in your hand. You need to be responsible not to piss away the money once you get it. Don't take your ass to STK. Don't get no new cars, new clothes, and none of that because you ain't got no money. And I don't care. You don't have real money yet. So now what's about to happen is I go get all of this money out. I get it in loans or whatnot. Now on the 31st, I have to pay a broken payment because those people staggered in the beginning. So I'm still not at full payment on the 31st. I saved myself 31 days. Okay. Now what happens on the 15th of the next month, your ass is in full blown payroll. And the 31st after that is full blown. The 15th going forward, you are in full blown payroll. Now you better have your shit together because it's coming. Okay. But I just gave you a safety net so you can build your money up and you ain't got to pay it out. Now, what also happens is the government maybe can get you paid in 14 days. So you invoice them on the 31st. You had to pay the broken payroll on that first payment. The real payment ain't hit until the 15th. The government pays you a broken payment. Remember, your first paycheck is going to be a broken payment because you gave them broken time. Remember that 9th, 10th, 11th of the hiring, right? You're not going to be in full blown payment on the first time. So now all of a sudden I get that first paycheck. That first paycheck, you're going to make absolutely no money. All of that money is going to go towards your employees, operating the business, the whole nine. You ain't going to start making money until at least the third or fourth check, right? Because what's going to happen is you're in full blown payroll on the 15th. You may have just gotten that first payment that week too. Okay. That payment was just enough to cover the very first week of payroll. I told you we're in full blown payroll now. Like that 15th, that's all that check covered was for that payment. So now you got the 31st, the 15th, and the 31st. You got 3 more full blown payments that are going to come out before you get paid a full blown payment. Now that second full blown payment will eliminate 2 of those full blown payments, and you still got 1 that you're trying to recover from. The third full blown payment will now help you break even. In the fourth, you should be in the profit. So your ass gonna have to eat some rice and beans. That's what I did. I sat my ass in a corner and I ate rice and beans for 3 months. Yeah. Most people can't do that. Most people got to entertain themselves. They got to get outside. They got to go have a drink. You know, all of the bullshit to spend the money that they need. I made a sacrifice. I wasn't worried about that. Instead, I ate rice and beans and understood in 4 months, I got a whole new life. And I did it with no employees in the beginning, no money. I didn't have anything. Only thing I had was this brain in between my 2 shoulders and a determination to get this shit done. In the same way that I did it, you could do it too. There's nothing special about me. The only thing that I did was I paid attention to dollars and cents. All that other jargon that people be talking about is bullshit. It's their emotions. And chances are they didn't do it, so they don't know how to tell you to do it. They can't believe it. They can't fathom it. Again, I probably got a CPA or somebody that's listening to me talking about Travis is doing it all wrong. I make more than them, so obviously I'm doing it right. It's probably a lawyer right there talking about some trademark shit and all this other stuff. I'd heard it all from lawyers, man. They always tell me what I can and can't do. And I go, use a goddamn lie because I make more than you too. And matter of fact, you work for me. You see how that works? And see, a lawyer and CPA may say something smart like, I don't work for my clients. Use a goddamn lie. If I pay you, you work for me. They like, well, I can get rid of you. So can I. You ain't the first CPA or lawyer around. Watch how fast this bad boy operate. You gone. See? So yeah, you do work for me, just like I work for the government. I work for the government. If the government tell me I need to do some shit and change, then guess what? I'm doing it because I work for them. Yeah, I got my own business, but at the end of the day, I need their money, so I work for them. That's the same thing that happens with these lawyers, CPAs, and everybody else around you. This is why I'm telling you right now, today, at this point, I don't care what no lawyer, CPA who's listening, watching, tuning in later. I don't give a damn what they got to say. They will fix all of your mistakes when you pay their ass. I've never ever in the history of my life heard a CPA and lawyer don't take money to fix mistakes. So yeah, they work for me. Matter of fact, I pull up the goddamn message from my accountant today. His ass worked for me. And I ain't, because I got all these emails. You can go look at my Instagram. I posted that shit. My accountant worked for me. I told his ass, get on my taxes right now. It's your job. What the hell am I about to struggle trying to figure out taxes for when I pay somebody to do that? You have to understand this stuff. Because you're wrecking your mind. You're scaring yourself out of opportunity, worrying about things that you really should have no reason to even be thinking about at this moment because you ain't never going to do the shit. You shouldn't be doing it. But again, if you keep listening to all these gurus, you know what I'm saying? You're going to scare yourself away from these opportunities, the opportunities to change your life. All right. So this is how, again, you guys can go about hiring people. With no money, no experience, no none of that. Read the opportunity. The opportunity will tell you everybody that you need to hire. Once you can get these people on board and generating revenue, then you can go back and fix the mistakes. Then you can go back and get the lawyer, the accountant. You can go pay for marketing. You can go get that new computer. You can go get all the shit that you need once you got money rolling in. But what I'm not about to do is take my savings accounts and all of this shit, credit cards, and do a hope and a prayer. Hell no. That's how people, them hopes and prayers be driving them straight into the ground because they stressing all their life. They, like my man Global say, they on Sesame Street, right? Like you stressing yourself out for no reason because you keep listening to people on how to operate a business that never did it. That accountant and that lawyer, they didn't operate a business. They're just good accountants and good lawyers. And all they know how to do is the law and the numbers. So let their ass do what they special in and stop listening to them about running a business because they don't know. All right. So hopefully that answered you guys' questions about how do you go about hiring personnel on that service-based side of the house. I want you to drop a fire emoji down in any chat of wherever you at. If this information was valuable for you today, again, if you have any questions, I'm about to scroll through this bad boy and look for questions. Put a Q with the dash sign followed by your question so I can see it. In the meantime, while you're dropping that fire emoji down there in the chat, I need you guys to share this information out while we're here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell other minority entrepreneurs about this industry. Only 1.67% of the black population is doing government contracting. It's crazy to me. Only 1.8% of the Latino population is doing government contracting. Crazy to me. We're number 2 and number 3 largest populations in the United States. And we're last and second to last of the population doing government contracting. So again, your share, your thumb, that big ass thumb that you got right there, that takes 2 seconds to hit like or share, it's extremely valuable because our community is missing out on this information. So I ask you all again, if you could like, share, subscribe to this information, send it out to another minority entrepreneur so they can pick up this information, understand they too can be in this industry. Don't be selfish with the information. I ain't selfish with sharing you guys this shit for free. So all I'm asking you to do is not be selfish with sharing it out. See, it's a give and take situation, right? Let's work together on this. So again, I appreciate all of you guys. And I also appreciate the 5 people that did the damn fire emoji. I truly do appreciate you guys for following directions. You know what? I'm about to start. Sometimes this shit pisses me off, man. You know, to answer questions and give so much value away for free, and all you ask people to do is like and put a fire emoji, and that's like the hardest time. It's impossible that you got 90 plus people. Look, hold on, matter of fact, because I'm live on all of these other platforms. It says that I got 110 people live right now, and I can't get people to put a goddamn fire emoji down. But yet, you want me to answer your questions and get pissed off if I don't answer them. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Something's got to change about this, and I'm going to be the person to change it one day. Y'all going to see it. I can do it better than I can tell you about it. But anyways, let's dive into some of this stuff, man. Hey, make sure y'all holler at my guy, Greg, too. Again, this is how you network right there, man. Electricity. Man, it would behoove you all to get some people who specialize in electricity on your team. You know, some of this shit is just common sense, man. Y'all are reading the goddamn paperwork from the infrastructure bill. You were listening to the president talk about EV and all this new electric shit about the atmosphere and everything that's going on. You hearing about solar panels and all this shit. That's electricity. So you mean to tell me the whole goddamn world is switching over to electricity and you don't know no electrician? You got to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that we do just don't make sense sometimes. Curtis, I appreciate you being here, my brother. Let me see. Let me get the scrolling. See where the questions are at. Hey, man, I'll just be giving away the game to y'all. Hey, Greg, if they don't hit you up, man, you know you with the Pure Money gang. We want electricians over here. All right. Let's see. Oh, Dominique signed up and excited. I'm excited for you too, Dominique. Shoutouts for signing up with us. We appreciate you. Oh, Dominion. I said Dominique. I don't know how the hell I read Dominique right there. My eyes playing tricks with me. Dominion. Oh, man, who else we got here? Kia, I see you back in the house. What's happening with you? Adrian, what's going on? I see you back in the house too. Jacksonville, Florida in the building. Yeah, what's happening? Later Financial Group, or what is the website? You tell us. I guess you're talking about for funding. For funding purposes. Again, I do work with a company, Later Financial Group. If you need to get funding, you can go to travisknows.com. Make sure you put www Because sometimes it'd be acting a little funny without the www. But if you go to travisknows.com and you scroll down here to the bottom, you'll see talk with experts to learn more now. That is going to take you, they have secured and unsecured funding, but most people are going with the unsecured route. But again, all you got to do is click right here, talk with an expert. This takes you to Later Financial Group. You'll be done with me. My company's no longer involved no more. All I did was put the process together so you can access Later Financial Group. You fill this information in and they'll get back in touch with you. And I have absolutely nothing to do with it after this. Okay. So hopefully that answered your question there about Later Financial Group. Again, they are the ones that helped us with funding. So I wanted to share them with the community there. Let's see. I'm starting, bro. I just got my IRS verification pass, waiting on my cage code. Congratulations to you, Christian. Baby steps, baby. Everything is baby steps. You ain't got to worry about trying to knock it all out the park at once. It's small step. Again, man, my man Glow will be having some bars where he says small steps towards the big goals. Okay? It's all it is. It's small steps towards the bigger goal. Don't try to get it all at once. All right? Let's see. He said, I don't know if Trey, if you still on, Curtis said, keep bringing that heat, Trey. See, look, I told you about to put that pressure on you. We need more music. All right, let me see. Question, do you offer a course to be a consultant to help other business owners get contracts? So my 1-year program, I don't know if any of them are on, but see, I teach you guys about building wealth in the things that I do. So in my 1-year program, I provide a lot of information and resources. Even in the Google Drive, you're going to have a bunch of worksheets and templates and stuff. And I tell your ass to consult. Guys, I told you only 1.6% of the black population knows government contracting. So, hey, I'm in the business of making money, not obtaining government contracts. The reason I make money is because I can do government contracts today. I could do consulting work tomorrow. I could play the subcontractor role next week. It's all an option to me because it's business. It's just in America, we put titles on every goddamn thing. So what I try to convince you guys is we're in the art of doing business. So I say that, Adrian, because yes, I teach you how to take the information that I'm telling you, the way that I'm training you, and go be a consultant. You could put $25,000 a month in your pocket right now from other businesses that are paying you to consult to them for government contracting because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to get their company registered. So imagine if you get your company registered in sam.gov, you immediately know how to get other companies registered in sam.gov. And I just told you only 1.67% of the black people are doing government contracting. So now you could consult to them, and just getting them registered is a key, right? Now, if you know how to get your own certifications, because, a lot of people like to pay people to do the goddamn certifications for them because they look at the paperwork and they get scared and all of that. So if you learn the process of getting your own certifications and you get your own women-owned certification, your own hub's own veteran-owned certification, well, you could just go back to everybody and provide consulting to get them registered in the system and helping them get their certifications. Now, when you get into my 1-year program, you realize how to do all that, and now you start learning the interwoven mechanisms on strategy of government contracting. You learn how to play this game. Well, you ain't got to be the one that play. All you got to do is how I told y'all in the beginning, type in top 100, 200 companies in your state, and you could go consult to those businesses and help them win government contracts. And you're going to be the person of value because I already gave you every goddamn thing. You take the sheets that I got that I tell you to use for your own business. Instead of putting your business name at the top, you put the other goddamn business name at the top. And now all of a sudden you are the consulting guru strictly because you have the papers that they ain't got. Now you make the money off the consultant. The consultant is now paying you to get even better at government contracting because you're about to go get in the street, shake hands, and kiss babies because you're trying to win them a contract. So they're going to pay you a monthly retainer to be their consultant. Not only that, you should have a price on there that says, hey, when I win you your first contract, I need a percentage of the base year, not all 4 or 5 years of the contract, but I need a percentage of the base year of the contract. So you get your retainer money coming in, then you get your percentage of the base year of that contract coming in, and you don't have to use your time to do any of the work. The company's going to do it. What does that enable you to do? Go get 10 more companies to consult to. And then shit, you on fire. Now, all of a sudden, you got money flowing, you shaking hands and kissing babies. It's even better to start your own business because you're already known in the streets. So I hope that helped answer your question. Yes, our 1-year program prepares you not just for government contracting, but it prepares you to build wealth. And building wealth involves consulting. You dig? All right. See what else we got here. How you find NAICS codes for insulation. If you go to NAICS.com, you can type that in there in construction. You could probably find it. But most of those projects, you're not going to come to a insulation project. You're going to get a construction contract. And usually the general contractor is going to win the contract for construction projects. So then you're going to need to get a contract with the general contractor. So you'll see that the general contractor put together an event or whatnot, like their own little mini industry days. And then you got to put the bid into the general contractor, and the general contractor is going to get everybody's bids and put them all together. And then they're going to submit a bid to the government, and boom, that's how that thing operates. So a lot of times on those construction side of the projects, it's going to be bigger than insulation is what I'm saying. The project's going to be way bigger. So insulation may be like 5% of the project. So you got to get on that team. Hope that answered you. Oh, I'm a millionaire. Tom Jordan at GovCon. Oh, what's happening with you? GovCon is with Coach. Some of y'all was in the class with Coach Brooks in there. We're going to get Coach Brooks on this stage here soon, actually. I need to follow back up with her. But we're going to get Coach Brooks on the stage. She does a lot of local and state government contracting, tremendous value add to this Pure Money family here. But yeah, hopefully we get that rolling. Appreciate you being here. What does this one say? Let me see. I'm starting this, and my only knowledge I got is your video of 3-day span. I got no money, and I'm broke to pay for your $2,000 class. I understand. You can just keep watching more YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can give you. If you get $297 instead of $2,000, you can get into the 7-day program. And then that will help you learn government contracting. And then since you don't have any money, I'm giving you the opportunity to make money. You could resell my service for $2,000, right? So if you resell my service, so it's going to cost you $297 to get into my program so you can learn government contracting and you can learn about the shit that I teach. So now it makes it a little bit easier for you to go sell it. So once you're in my program and you learn affiliate marketing, you can humble yourself down and don't worry about what the fuck anybody got to say to you about selling, because there's going to be some haters out there. And then you can use your social media platforms, okay? And you, instead of selling the $297 7-day challenge, which you can and make $100, right? The reason I'm telling you not to do $297 is because $100 to $2,000, that means that you're going to have to sell this bad boy 20 times, and most people ain't good at selling. So it's going to exhaust you to try to sell 20 times. That usually means you're going to have to talk to 200 people. So you ain't going to talk to 200 people. Right. So what you're going to do is get into $297, understand the program. But once you get into the $297 program, you can also resell the $2,000 program, which may be more than $2,000 by the time you sell it. So you're going to get 25% commissions every time you sell that bad boy. So that means if you sell it 4 times, you now have the money to buy the whole program. See how that works? That's exactly what I did. I use ClickFunnels every day. ClickFunnels was a fee to me. It cost $3,000. I put the $3,000 up front. ClickFunnels pays you 40% commissions. So that means if I sell it 3 times, I made my money back. So I bought ClickFunnels for $3,000. And then for 30 days straight, I stayed up all day and all night and figured out how the hell do I resell ClickFunnels so it don't cost me no more. There's simple things that you could do. Every goddamn thing got a fee to it. You know what I'm saying? People could sit on the internet and consume free, which is there. This is the reason I'm up here. But if you really want to expedite shit, you got to get in the art of sales and you need to learn how to buy because you expect people to pay that type of money to you. So if you don't get in the habit of buying shit, then guess what? Ain't nobody else going to get in the habit of buying shit. So you need to make the investment sometimes. It's an upfront investment, but you need to have a plan to get your money back. That's why I offer affiliate commissions. Now, it's on you to get your ass out there and do the humping. Our company is still going to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Whether you resell the shit or not, we still going to be operating. But I'm telling you right now, we already got it together. So just resell the stuff and you can make yourself quite a bit of money. Can we get a payment plan for the course? I told you payment plans is at govconcheatcodes.com. You got to follow the directions on the assessment. If you don't take the assessment, you don't find a payment plan. I see. Would you suggest hiring or bringing on board an HR professional along with an accountant and lawyer? Absolutely. Accountant, lawyer, my first 2 options. HR is going to come next. Now, I do want to remind everybody, HR does not work for you. All right. I don't care if you hire the HR personnel. I had to learn that out the hard way too. I need to take my goddamn glasses off for this. Listen, HR is not your employee. They don't work for you. They have no care about how your business is operating. HR is for the people. They are going to make sure that they are always for the employees and that they stay compliant. Now, it's good because that helps keep your business compliant. But if some shit pop up, you know what I'm saying? The HR is for the people. They will take you down too. I'm just letting you know because I had to go to court for some shit one day that I thought was sweet. And come to find out, my HR was behind it all. I wanted to fire that ass so fast. But that's a topic for another story. But yes, HR people are great. Also, if you need to get temp agencies in, right? Get some temp agencies to help you find personnel. That could be an option as well. They're good at hiring. So again, just know what temp agency you're using and also understand the cost of bringing a person on full time through a temp agency. And then you just factor all of those costs in your proposal so it doesn't cost you money. Now, again, if you can't fit that in your pricing, then you just can't do that, right? Like if it's costing you too much to get all these people, then you need to figure out how the hell to become an HR person because the way that you're doing it right now, it can't bring you profit. So those are things to keep in mind. Yvonne, what's happening? I definitely want to know more about hiring employees. You are welcome. You are welcome. Also, I'm going to be doing a spinoff to this inside of our 1-year course in the next month. That won't be as long for this YouTube video. That'd be short and straight to the point. Sean, do you recommend any payroll systems or companies? Great question, Sean. I really recommend ADP when getting started. If you don't know what to do and things of that nature, I highly recommend ADP. They're going to help you understand, your payroll, taxes, making sure that you're so for instance, like myself, I'm in this DMV area, right? So I have some employees that are in Virginia. I got some employees in DC, some in Maryland. All of them have different tax codes, right? So ADP can make sure that you can get all the different tax things set up so you're paying people properly and it don't come back to bite you in the ass on the back end because you didn't pay people through their state taxes correctly. As well as, taking money out of your employees' checks for state taxes and things of that nature. ADP will help set it all up. Now, once you get familiar with things that are going on, you can switch over to QuickBooks, right? QuickBooks will help lower some of your fees from ADP because you're going to be responsible for all this shit now. You got to input all the information in the whole nine. But once you learn it, once you do it, it's just a repeat thing. Now, granted, if you don't live somewhere like myself, where this 3-state area is like right in a circle within a 15-minute radius, or I say 15-minute radius, 15-mile radius, right? Now you got to learn the taxes for all these different states. Well, if you're in like Nebraska, chances are you ain't got to learn the taxes for all the different states. Just learn about yours. So you may be able to go to QuickBooks right now because you don't need to learn all the rules. But also, again, you can get ADP, have them for 3 months while you learn the game and then get rid of them. But again, remember that you're going to be in full-blown payroll, and don't you fuck up an employee's pay. That is one thing that you do not want to do. They go crazy if you mess up their pay. Do you need money for a service contract? What's the easiest way to get your product or service contract? No, you don't need no money. I think we explained that during this series of how you go about not having no money getting these service-based contracts. You are going to have to get some money to pay them employees eventually. But, you don't need the money to win the contract. Once you get the contract, again, you can go get the money. You got 30 days, right? I showed you guys by changing that payment to the 15th and 31st how to give yourself 30 days to go get that money. And you really should have had about 60 to 90 days to go get that money because they're going to give you a 30-day window after you get awarded the contract, okay, to get yourself prepared and rolling. So all of a sudden now you got 60 days to prepare yourself to get the money together. So no, you don't need the money, but you're going to have to go get the money, okay? Let me see. Am I passing any more question? Come on. I love it. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. All right. I'm scrolling. Is there specific software we could use to hire people for virtual positions? No. I don't know if you're speaking of like VAs. Okay. You do not want to. Hey, I appreciate all the badges that everybody's buying too, or I get stickers. I think they're called on YouTube. I'm going to shout y'all out here in a minute. I appreciate them. I see them popping up. Thank you. And I got a treat for you guys if you don't know, but we'll get to that in a second. But anyways, if you're talking about virtual assistants, like somebody overseas, now I do want to remind people, okay, these are government contracts. These are, this is tax paying money. Okay. So the whole thing about government contracting, the reason why the government harps on this is because this supplies our economy here in the United States. Which another thing, that damn U word, that country, that U country that I can't say online, do not get caught up in the emotions of ignorant people talking about that U word and they don't know what they're talking about. Instead of complaining and getting emotional about how much money is quote unquote going to that U word, you need to understand that this is government contracts when the president talks about the money going to that U word. That is a government contract. They are literally supplying American-based businesses to provide products and services to the U word. So stop complaining. They're going to spend the money with or without you. You're watching it on TV. They're spending it with or without you. So damn it, let's get them to spend some of it with us. It's sitting right there. So I know I went on a little rant right there because I just seen that. But when it comes to virtual assistants, guys, you cannot have somebody overseas working on a project for the United States government. So let's say you got like an admin contract that, somebody really doesn't need to be there, or even a help desk, right? Help desk contract. People don't really need to be there. You cannot go set up shop in India or the Philippines or something and then go win these government contracts. That is illegal because you're taking the money from the United States economy and you're taking it over to the Philippines. That's not what they asked you to do. They asked you to supply this economy right here. This is why I harp on us so much of learning this industry, because the government realized this money controls the economy. Nobody else, because they got rules and regulations about that. Now, with that said, that's for government contracts. You can get a virtual assistant for your business, okay? So maybe you need some assistance to keep your stuff organized, to go look for contract opportunities, to manage projects that aren't government related. Like maybe they need to manage the business development stuff to this. Maybe they need to manage emails and appointments and things of that nature. You can go get somebody overseas to do that, right? Because the government isn't paying you. So what happens, like if I get a contract that the government's paying me the contract, what a contract that the government's paying me the money on goes directly to the people that are working on that project. So now the government would be paying the Philippines or something if I had other people. But if it's a virtual assistant, I can't bill the government for my administrator, for my company. That's on my overhead fee, right? It's not a separate line item for my, it's not a direct cost. Okay. My virtual assistant overseas would be a indirect cost. It's not directly to that project. It's indirect. That's the overhead to keep my doors open. So I got a little fee inside of that contract for my overhead. My overhead is going to be sprinkled through every single contract that I have, right? So the number ain't going to change. So if I get 85 contracts, all 85 are going to have the same overhead fees in it, right? Now, 4 of the contracts could cover all of my overhead, but goddamn it, I'm still going to collect overhead profit. Now we talking about profit now because I ain't got any more expenses than overhead. So hopefully that explained about that of the virtual hiring. Again, you can hire virtual people as long as they in Nebraska or something in the United States, and that's fine. Okay. Also, when it comes to hiring, you really got to look at all of these different sites. But LinkedIn is a very good site right now. And a lot of these sites are going to give you free spending when you first get started to go hire employees. And I'll give you guys a hack right here. Matter of fact, if y'all want to hack on hiring employees, I'm going to give y'all the easiest, most simplest hack to find the right employees. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to know one of the simplest, most easiest hacks to find the right employee for you when utilizing these job boards like a LinkedIn, Monster Job, any of that stuff. Drop a 1 in the chat again if you'd like to hear that secret, okay? I'll come back in with 75 yearly bonus, 5,000 in performance. Oh, I like you. See, this is why we need women. Fellas, this is why you need the goddamn ladies around. Man, if you ain't got to listen, if you don't have ladies around to help you in your business, fellas, I'm telling you right now, man, you going to be in trouble. This post right here, I ain't tell Reese about none of this. This is just how women's minds, man, y'all are just so goddamn special. Like, you could just hear what I said. She just formulated this bad boy here. She said, hold on, Dr. Davis. I see you talk about the same too. She said, I'm going to come back with 75, a yearly bonus of 5,000. It's a KPI performance agreement. It's like, if I hit this, I want that. Come on, man. I love it, man. That's just strategy right there. That is strategy. You hear me? Oh, man, I love hearing good strategy. Let me see. That's one thing about a negotiation table. It's called negotiations. All somebody can do is say yes or no. Question: when you're hiring someone on a firm fixed contract, would the first payment still be broken? Absolutely. Remember, employees don't. I guess you're talking about government payment. No. You're right. Okay. All right. I like that you asked that question. So firm fixed price contract, right? So that's like my contract. With my air. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys. With my air contract, it's a firm fixed price contract. So that means that we had to come in at the exact pricing. Okay. Now with that, it is a service-based contract, but since it's not like help desk or anything of that nature, the structure changes a little bit because I don't have a line item for each job title. Right. Instead, we got just a basic project fee. Right. And then I know all the employees that were getting hired in order to execute that project. So with that, we don't charge based off that timing right there. Like I said, oh, shit, did I get paid? Hold on, man. I'm about to say. Nah, I ain't get paid. So let me show you. So you wouldn't have a broken payment. Okay. So you see if I can zoom into this bad boy. All right. So what'll end up happening right here is you guys can see, You're just going to invoice them the actual fee. I think this was our first one. No, it's August. I don't know where our first one is. Oh, maybe it's here. March, June, July. Maybe this is our first one. I can't remember. But the first invoice, now these were all different line items. So like this was a line item for the first invoice. That was a line item. That was a line item. That was a line item. That was invoice number 1. All got paid in July. It came to a total of $63,000. Right. So that was the very first payment. There is no broken payment to that. So yes, I stand corrected on that aspect of it. If it is a firm fixed price contract, it should not be a broken payment on the first payment, which helps you out because you not in broken payment, but your employees are. So now you get to save yourself some more money. All right. So hopefully that explained that aspect of it. And great question, my brother. Great question. Get up out of here if I get hacked or something. All right, let's see. Reese, I appreciate the sticker. And now to the sticker people, to my sticker folks, don't forget, and if you already have, don't worry. I'm going to send you an email soon. Don't you worry about it. I want you guys to go over to travisknows.com for each and every person that has given input there for that badge. I want you to come over here to travisknows.com, and I want you to come down here to get the sauce. Okay, you go ahead, fill out the information to get the sauce, and I got a special for you for investing in me. I'm going to invest back in you with some goodies right there. So I appreciate everybody again that buys badges, no matter what platform you on. If you bought a badge, sticker, whatever the hell they call it, travisknows.com, get the sauce. We got some goodies for you. Now I seen all the ones in the comment. Y'all are ready for some of this the trick right here. The trick. Oh man, I should just show you live. I'll just show you the goddamn trick live. Let me go to, where the hell is my mouse? Got too many screens. All right. So let me go to like, I don't know, Career Builder. Isn't that one of them? Because I don't even do this stuff no more, honestly. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't look for jobs no more. I just pay people to do this shit. And all they got to do is follow my techniques. That's the reason why I can just pay somebody to do it. Now, one job platform for tech, okay, is Dice. Okay, you can find you some good tech roles on Dice, right? But anyways, let me go back to ZipRecruiter or whatever because I think they may have it. Another thing too, again, a lot of these platforms will give you free money to use it for the first time. And I want to see if I could do this stuff without looking in. So I need you to switch your mind into an employee. Okay, this is probably gonna blow y'all mind when y'all hear this shit. Like, man, is it really this simple of what he's saying? What is all this stuff in my background? 107. Why is it showing up like that? My bad, guys. Black Magic screen share. No. My bad. I'm trying to get all this stuff out of my background. I don't know why it's all in there. This is crazy. My stuff just did something funky. That's that good old software. Again, I apologize for all the stuff in the background. I think we're just going to have to watch it for a second. Ain't nothing I can do about it this fast. And I don't know what I did to get it there. All right, whatever. Maybe if I do this. There we go. All right, now we back. Still got some stuff back there, but whatever. All right. Anyways, I need you to switch your mind into an employee. Okay. Now, the reason I'm going to do this is because, well, hell, if you got to hire some goddamn people, wouldn't you put the best goddamn resume looker or whatever the hell you call it, recruiter out there? So I switch my mind into an employee. Okay. So I go after these ZipRecruiters and I'm searching for jobs. Right? And just so happens, well, shit, I need a goddamn job in Washington, D.C. So I come in this bad boy and I'm in Washington, D.C. And it just so happens, well, in my resume, I mean, in my proposal, I needed some help desk personnel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm typing help desk in, exactly how they got to type. And I'm going to go ahead and hit search jobs right there. Oh, please just let me search without doing this. Then, oh my goodness, well, what the fuck do you know? You can see Joe Bot, whoever the hell that is. You can see General Dynamics. Well, hell, if General Dynamics, see, this ain't no little chump change company that I'm talking about right here. I like to look at the big boys. I told you guys I'm going to give you the cheater's way because I'm a cheater. Everything that I teach you guys how to do, I teach you how to cheat because cheating will set you free. All that other shit that people be talking about, that's work to me, and I don't like working. Okay, I like cheating. I've been cheating all my life. It got me through college and it got me $1 million. So damn it, I'm going to cheat, but I like to cheat off the best. General Dynamics is one of the best. So if you take the same process that I tell you about government contracting, you put together 10 General Dynamics who have taken the money out to put the damn position on ZipRecruiter, that lets me know already that this works. So now all I got to do is open up goddamn General Dynamics post and see exactly how they're explaining it. And now I got how I need to explain it. I mean, it's the simplest solution. I told you guys, we be wrecking our brains so goddamn hard about stuff, trying to start stuff from scratch. I don't start nothing from scratch when people are already successful doing it. And I don't need to question whether General Dynamics is successful or not. And if you do want to question it, if you one of them smart people that like, I don't know, man, I don't know if that's right. Well, I mean, if you just come on over here, you know what I'm saying? If you one of the questioners, okay, and you just come on over here. What is it? General Dynamics. I believe that's how they spell it. All right, let's take a look. You know what I'm saying? Again, you ain't got to take my word for it, but goddamn, General Dynamics won 78,000 contracts. Well, if I click on General Dynamics, well, they say General Dynamics worth $430 million. General Dynamics got 6 other companies that I can look through and see how much money they making. I'm pretty sure in order for General Dynamics to make $430 million, it has something to do with the damn job placement that they had right there. So all of a sudden, I have a winning formula. I ain't got no loser talking on the goddamn social media channels about hiring people and all that other bullshit. I went straight to the source. I went to the money. The money directed me. I tell everybody, you follow the money, you can get anything. I just followed the money to find a position. It's the easiest, most simplest way at this shit. This is why I ain't got to hire all these special ass people. When I hear people doing all this talking and whatnot, I'm a goddamn cheater. I don't believe nothing that nobody say. The money though. The money is the truth. $430 million, anything that you see that General Dynamics is doing on the internet is true. It works. So all you got to do is follow everything that they do. You probably won't make $430 million, but $4 million is pretty damn good. I don't know about y'all, but that is the formula right there. That's the easiest way to generate all this money. If y'all thought that was pretty damn good, a quick way, go ahead, drop a fire emoji in the chat. That's the simplest way for you to post your job out there and get the people that you need to come work for you because you got everything that the big boy said. Come on now. Oh, and don't forget, you're going to pay them 10 more thousand than what the big boy's going to pay them. You just took it all, man. You took their job post there. You got their employees. Come on now. So that is the trick right there, guys. All right, let me see. Question, what's the best advice? I got money to start my LLC, started with no experience. I already answered that. But I'm starting with no experience. Man, I've seen you say it multiple times. I'm starting with no experience. My best advice is watch some more of my YouTube videos. You ain't there yet mentally. And I ain't picking on you or none of that. Like, you keep telling me I ain't got no experience, and I done say it multiple times, fuck the experience. You told me you ain't got no money. I done told you multiple times, fuck the money. So you need to watch some more YouTube videos so your mindset can change because you keep beating yourself up over stuff that I just said don't worry about. Let me see. You know, a lot of this stuff, guys, is just a mindset shift, man. You gotta hear people. You know, it's hard to change the mind when everybody around you ain't been doing the shit that I'm talking about. Some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff probably sounds so unbelievable what I'm doing. It's just because you ain't been around me long enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to explain that shit. You need to be around me more. You need to listen to me more. You need to hear my words. Stop asking your goddamn family and friends about the shit that I'm talking about. They don't know what I'm talking about, or else they would be doing it themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's just made you pull over. So I said, I just made you pull over and I'm loving it. Hey, I don't know who just bought the 7-day challenge, but it just popped up. What's up? I also seen that somebody listened to me and went through the assessment and took advantage of the payment plan for the 1-year course. See how simple that is when people listen and follow directions? See, when you listen and follow directions, you usually get the results that you want on the other end. Once you hire workers, is there a certain system for the workers to work in for virtual positions? I don't know what you mean by that, Yvonne. I only hire people for the projects that I need them on. Now, if you're talking about for your own business, you know, honestly, it's whatever system you need, you know, whatever system you need to work with you. One trick to virtual assistants. Okay. Most people suck at hiring virtual assistants too, because they suck at just hiring people, period. And the reason they suck at this is because, again, they keep hiring people, right? They hire a virtual assistant and they expect the person to be a virtual assistant. Well, you got to explain what the hell is a virtual assistant. Like, that's like marketing, right? I don't know what you think marketing is. Marketing got so many different terminologies. Virtual assistants can be so many different things. So anytime you hire anybody, not just virtual assistants, you should have documentations on the processes and procedures for them to be a virtual assistant to you. Not me, not General Dynamics. None of the shit that we got going on matters. It's not going to help you get any better. So you need to come up with the directions for that virtual assistant to become your virtual assistant. So one easy trick is to turn on screen record. We all got Zoom, goddammit. Get on Zoom, just you and yourself one day, okay? Record yourself doing your daily steps of operating your business or whatever it is that you need to do. Record it. And then once you record it, you can chop it up and now pass it along to somebody so they follow your steps. And now they're not being a virtual assistant. They're being your virtual assistant. So hopefully that helps out. Come on, man. I like this message right here. Wilson and Wilson Enterprises. I'm guessing you Mr. Wilson. I like the name of the business too. Who the hell are they to tell what Wilson and Wilson does? You know what I'm saying? My brother Wilson said right here, he said, hey, what it do, brother Dr. Davis? What's going on, Pure Money family? Hope y'all are listening. More importantly, do something about your life and future. Take the action. Come on. Y'all can listen to me all goddamn day. They take notes all day. It don't matter if you ain't taking that action. You got to take the action, man. You got to do it for yourself too, not for me. It's for you. Question next, It's an RFQ. I know we may not have time, but wanted to do this one. Yeah, I can't quite look into that. Sorry. Just logged in, but here's a lot of great stuff. What accounting and employee management software to help out with staying compliant as it applies to employees? To ADP is going to be your best bet to getting started, and then you can switch over to QuickBooks afterwards. Got a point. Domain. Yes. Glad you said that. Any of my domain, I don't know what's going on, man. You got to put the www in the front. I pointed the root. I've changed the pointing. I don't know if it's because it's going through ClickFunnels or something. I don't know. But we're trying to fix that problem. Some of them work. Like you can go to puremoneygovcon.com and it works fine, but Travis knows for some reason it keeps making us do www. And GoDaddy and ClickFunnels won't get on the phone together with me. That's the problem. See anymore. Oh, it's 2 hours. I'm about to get up out of here soon, guys. About another 10 minutes. We're going to stretch this thing out. purchasing the course soon. Well, come on, Christian. Come on. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be here. If you had to start all over again, and would you be a consultant and would you sell goods? I told you I'd do it all. It's not going to be a consultant or goods role. It's going to be a making money role, and it's going to include consulting and goods. How do you start consulting? I did my own certification. Just find people that need your help. That's consulting. Just find people that need your help. I told you 1.67% of the population is doing government contracting. Find good businesses that are making money and introduce them to government, and they all need your help. If you had to start all over again, would you sell consultant? Answer that. How would hiring a waste, garbage, trash can company do? I feel like I answered this question before, Phil, on one of the other lives. How would hiring a waste, garbage, trash can company to do a project for 5 years? I don't understand what you're saying. I'm already registered. That would be a subcontractor. You're not hiring them. If you can't hire a company to be your employee, like you guys are partnering or something, or like maybe you're just doing. Can you drop the link to your course in the chat? I guess I can, or maybe I can't. Can somebody drop the link in the chat? Oh, I guess I can drop the link. Okay, here is the link to my 1 year course. All right, I hope that came up there. I don't know. Here is the link to the 7-day challenge. 7-day challenge. All right. And here is the link to find out all the shit that I got going on. And just don't forget that travisknows.com. It will set you right. All right. Hopefully that got all your links right there. Cool. All right. Now, how do I get back to where I was? Man, my bad, y'all. I probably done lost some questions. I don't know where I was. A lot of scrolling. Man, that thing took me down far. All right. Okay. I think I'm back. Okay. How would you hiring garbage? All right. With paid software, we did that. Come on, Wilson. Cheat. If y'all ain't heard it again, cheat. cheat. All right, Wilson, I appreciate the sticker. It's the super sticker. I appreciate you, my brother. I truly do. Don't forget travisknows.com. Click on that link. Get the sauce. I got some sauce coming your way. Oh, here you go. Joyce worked with PeopleSoft ADP. So if anyone needs help with it too, was a payroll manager for 4 years. There you go. Sounds like a hell of a consultant role to me. Let's say, do I get paid the entire duration of the contract, i.e. 15-year lease on a commercial property for the Army DOD, 10K square foot or more? Yeah, you get paid for the whole contract. If it's a 10-year contract, you're going to get paid for 10 years. Every month. No, sir, I appreciate the sticker. Pure character doing a classic mic drop. Cheryl, what's happening with you? I appreciate you joining into the program as well, and I see that you are here too. Shout outs to you. Dominion also got one of the super stickers. Oh, y'all are killing it today. I appreciate all the love coming from y'all today. Don't forget travisknows.com. Go get that sauce. It's going to be coming y'all way soon. Even if you purchased it a couple weeks before, it's coming. And I was sick last week. My apologies for not being here Thursday. I wasn't on anything last week as I had to get healed for our Friendsgiving. Is it better to hire employees or just hire contractors for the government contract? It's better to hire employees. If you need to hire contractors, great. But that's not gonna build you a sustainable business, hiring contractors. Sustainable business has employees, so you want to be an employee. Also, you want to be an employee for your own business, so you could take advantage of anything that comes out for employees, like for instance how the pandemic happened and the government was cutting checks to employees. Like I got to take advantage of that, and I got to take advantage of the money that was out there for businesses. So you want to make sure that you're an employee, but yes, you do want to hire employees. That is the goal. Okay, In the beginning, if you can't do it, then maybe you got to go the contractor route. But remember, you cannot tell a contractor what to do. That's the reason why you want employees. Like employees you own, contractors is what it says. They're contractors. So if you get caught up requiring a contractor to show up somewhere from 9 to 5, like if your rules is that they need to be sitting their ass down in the seat from 9 to 5 at this location, Monday through Friday, that's not a contractor. That is an employee, and you get your ass in a lot of trouble for having a staff of employees that you're doing contractor work with, because that's taxes, right? You're cheating the system. So if you're going to be in that position, you need to understand the cost of running employees so you can move people over as employees and not contractors. I'm so excited to have been moving strong. You're my super flyer. Thanks. I appreciate you. What if the ace of performance is on board? What if, I don't know what that means. All right. Can you do a live on building the government? Go to govconcheatcodes.com, govconcheatcodes.com. There's going to be a section there for you to fill out, and put that suggestion in there. And yeah, we'll get it up here to talk about one day. All right, let me see. Am I missing any more? Don't forget, guys, make sure you're liking, subscribing to the channel. Hey, man, we're going to have this on replay. You can go to my YouTube videos, reshare any YouTube video to your Facebook, to your Instagram, send it in a text message to your mama, to your uncle, to your cousin, to your kids. Tell every goddamn body that you know about this, because, again, we only got 1.67% of the black community doing this. We got to step this up. So grab one of your favorite videos and send that shit to somebody today. You hear me? All right, follow the money. You can get anything. I should put that on the shirt. One of these Pure Money shirts. Oh, the Pure Money shirts is gonna be coming out soon. I'm working with ClickFunnels trying to get the page and stuff all coming. But y'all be able to get some of these Pure Money shirts soon too. All right, I think I've answered majority of the questions. I'm really making sure I ain't missed nobody with a badge. Oh man, my brother Wilson has bought another badge. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. All right, I ain't really going to look at no more questions. I just want to shout out my people with the badges. Curtis, thank you. I always appreciate the support, my brother. Who else? Did I miss anybody? No, I didn't. Okay, guys. Well, I hope that you guys got entertained from today. Okay, that you guys got information from today. But I believe it was what my brother Wilson said, guys. You can hear this information all day long. You can take notes all day long. But if you ain't going to take action on the stuff that we went over, I mean, you just wasted 2 hours and 8 minutes of your time. And if you go watch another video, you watch another 2 hours and waste another 4 hours of your time. But if you're watching these videos and then you take action on the information that is coming in, right? You don't need to know everything. I probably got 50 videos. My training courses got tons of videos. I have to talk in a broad manner because I'm trying to make an impact on everybody. I talk in all different aspects and all different possibilities. That don't mean that you need to do it. You only need to worry about the things that are in front of you at this moment. What are the issues that you got? Where are you trying to go? What are you trying to do? But again, if you start focusing on trying to do everything, you're not going to get anywhere. So as you go through these YouTube videos, as you go take people's courses and things of that nature, what is it that you need help with right now? And then once you get the video on YouTube or the section under that person's course, only focus on that. And then once you only focus on that, you need to take action on only that. And then once you can consistently take action on only that, what will end up happening is you just learn how to do all that shit right there. And now, since you could do it like the back of your hand because you kept doing it over and over again, because the only way that you can learn how to learn about something is by doing something. You can't learn about something writing notes. Again, I always stress, in the history of my life, I have never ever learned anything from notes. And guys, I show this all the time. You can watch video. Look at all these notes that I got. I keep all my notes. I don't even know what the fuck I wrote in these binders. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I tried to read some of this. Well, first of all, my handwriting sucks. I don't know if you can see that handwriting, but it sucks. So sometimes I can't even read my own goddamn notes. That's how bad it is, right? But what I realized one day, I tried to go through these notes and I said, well, damn, I don't even know what I wrote in this stuff. So I threw it back in the drawer and I never started reading them again, because all of that shit that I wrote down, I never took any action on it. So I didn't learn anything that I wrote down. Instead, I wasted a bunch of time taking a bunch of notes that I didn't take no action on. So until you start taking action, you don't learn anything. You know what I'm saying? So you need to take some action. Only worry about the stuff that you need to know about so you can take action on it right now. And again, once you start taking action on it, you're going to start to know how to do it like the back of your hand, and it's going to become not a problem at all for you moving forward. But that's all I got for you guys today. My dog's crying, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get Nike out to the bathroom, guys. Again, I appreciate you all tapping in with me today. Don't forget Travis Knows, www.travisknows.com. You can go find any information that I got going on. You can stay up to date with everything that we have. Outside of that, I love you all. I'll talk with you all later. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Once again, shout outs to my guy Trey for our Pure Money song. But we'll get up out of here. Once this song goes off, we'll go ahead and shut it down.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie. I ain't got it. Even when the haters try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow me. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Hang with the gang. Yep. Some free game added to your main thing. Gotta keep your mind sharp, you gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition switch. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't got it. Even when the haters try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow me. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure.
The bag is secure.
Slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity into the stress zone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up no real long. I ain't trying to make it blunt, but this is a
high life.
We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby, but we still connected to the source. That's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we
answer them all.
We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you
grow.
We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Put it in the bag, homie, I ain't got it. Even when the haters try to
doubt me,
I just got another contract. Watch the dollars
coming back.
Let me tell you one thing about me.
I like my money pure.